undoubtedly one of the most popular birders of Rabindra Sarovar, Sudeep Ghosh, is a serious amateur birder, birding since 2010. At that time, photography was prohibited at the lakes, and photography prohibited boards were all around. Police took serious offense to photography then. With the change of guard in the political situation in the state, in 2011, photography was since allowed, and that was the beginning of bird photography in the Rabindra Sarovar. Initially, it was just Dr. Sumit Sengupta and Sudeep who birded here. Then, the duo were joined by Supriya Ghoshal and Shunchita. Now they have a Facebook group on Rabindra Sarovar, having members of more than 4,000 and around 200 birders who actively visit the Rabindra Sarovar. Sudeep has seen and photographed around 113 species of birds from the lakes till date. Birds fascinate Sudeep, and he would like to see all the birds that visit Rabindra Sarovar. Sudeep would like to do everything it takes to make their stay comfortable. But sadly, the battle is uneven. It is sad to see the islands getting barren by the day. It will be devoid of vegetation if nothing is done soon. Conservation is the key to biodiversity, says Sudeep. He would like to spend his time and energy on conservation projects inside Rabindra Sarovar to preserve the excellent biodiversity of this place. Over to Sudeep Ghosh.
Hi, I'm Sudeep Ghosh. Why I come here? Well, I have spent almost all my childhood out here. I stay just across from my college days, school days rather. I started coming here, then college, and now I'm a professional. I'm into the IT. I work for an IT startup company, Sablantix. From 2011, I got hooked into birds, birding, and photography as a passion followed. Initially, when I birded here, there were very few people around, very few birders around. And then suddenly it grew on me, and now I see so many birders around. So it gives us a real good pleasure, like something that we started, very few of us, and now we are a flock. Initially when we started, we saw only the common birds. And then suddenly the rarities started to come up.
Okay.
We saw
in fact, I can recall one very incident, Sudeep can also recall, that there was one eyebrow thrush spotted by Dr. Sumit Sengupta, and initially we could not identify that.
Absolutely.
And then later some other birders have identified it as a this thing.
That particular bird, and that was one of the rarities. It was never sighted outside the hills, and it was rarity. But then the interest grew upon that this place suddenly harbors so many birds. So then we started looking for more and more, and then suddenly we were blessed. We saw some more birds, a slaty-back flycatcher then came up, and then when the birds came, the birders also came together. They took notice of the place. And then this became a hotspot. This current year, this has been a record of 124 birds, species. And we are very happy that this year painted stork came back after 4 years, and they have nested, and now they have hatchlings too. So that has been a very positive for this year. India, however, India has around 1300 species, 1300 plus species. And we from Calcutta, from this particular Rabindra Sarovar, we get to see around 125, 130 species. That is 10% of the birds of all over India we get to see from this small place. This is amazing. Just think about it.
Is it due to the land-water combination out here?
Possibly. This falls in the migration route. See, the sea is just few kilometers
Nearby,
from
yeah.
here, and it from the straight line the hills are there. So possibly this is very rich, migration route. So we get to see that. So I mostly use my senses of my eyes, and I use Nikon camera.
And he's an excellent spotter.
No,
Excellent
so
spotter.
All birders actually we develop all this over this year. So whenever we are always on the lookout, like there might be something interesting lurking out. So we are always, no, not just me, all the birders you meet, we are always like looking around. Yes, Central Park in Salt Lake is one, but we go mainly to Rajarhat, and in nearby there is a Baruipur. But those are actually all private properties, and those are getting filled up.
Another place is Shamkola.
Shamkola
It's
and
not very
CKBS.
far from this place.
Like in
CKBS.
Shamkola is also a private property. So what we see today, the next year we go, we find that the landscape changes and it's getting filled up. Water bodies getting filled up. That pains us a lot. And the government needs to do a lot more. The East Calcutta wetlands has to be preserved. The CKBS actually is there, but
There is Nolbon. You can recall we have done lot of birding in Nolbon area
Sector
also,
5.
and which is now absolutely concretized.
we have done a few exhibitions too here. The KMDA has been supportive on those matters, and of course the Safari Park, which is also a very hot spot in itself. They have also held up exhibition last year. So exhibition too helps to a certain extent, like people get aware of the species that surround
Helps in
us.
awareness basically. Helps in-
But the main thing we need to make aware is the people who are out here who does all this cleaning, so that we are unable to convince them to stop this cleaning process. Cleaning is required in certain parts of the lake and it's not required in certain. And to put some favorable plants, that is better for all the native plants. They put up beautification plants. That is unnecessary. These plants are unnecessary. You will not see any birds or butterflies on these. This track that we are standing upon I think is unnecessary. There are people we can walk through that. If this entire patch had been more green and more, have that bushes and shrubs, so it could have attracted a lot many birds here. My message will be to keep Sarovar green and clean. This is the basic things that we can do. Plant trees, plant more native trees. That's what I want. We see very few native trees out here. Hardly. Do you see any neem gach here? No, we don't. No, those are the trees we want here. Guavas, neems and all. That not only brings in birds, it's a total ecosystem. The butterflies will grow there, and the insects. You can't have a butterfly without being caterpillars. You have to love the caterpillars too. If you want to love birds and if you want to love nature and everything. So we have to have that sympathy for all life forms.